Hey everybody, Darren W. Carter here, and I thank you for stopping by DarrenWCarter.com. I first want to say thank you to all you who come back and read my post and, take a look at my blog on a constant basis. I really appreciate it. Hey, I have ramblings on here, but I'm glad you want to look at them and listen to them and read them. So I appreciate that. Can't say enough about that. All of you that do come back and continue to follow my particular life's journey. And what this video is going to be about is the continuation of my ADHD journey. As most of you know, I was diagnosed with basically ADD, adult ADD, some months ago, about 3 months ago. And I've just been chronicling how my process has been going, the treatment, the diagnosis, the whole gambit. If you look over into the right column of my blog and you go down to a list where it says categories, you should see something that says ADHD. And yeah, if you click that, it'll list all the posts that have to do with my journey on that point. And then you can just kind of start from the beginning and read up, if you haven't, on how we got to where we are today. So this past weekend I had my checkups per se, medically with my medication and therapeutically with my clinical psychologist, clinical social worker. I was misspoken when I said, or wait, did I do a Mark McGuire and say misspoken? But anyway, I didn't say it correctly when I said clinical psychologist in one of my previous posts. He's a clinical social worker. So I saw both of them this weekend, and dealing with medication, I think I told you last time, we upped it to see how it would do, and it has worked fine. I'm still having the major side effects of loss of appetite and insomnia and dry mouth. The loss of appetite is okay. Hey, I'm slender down. I will show you, but I don't want to stand up because I had to refocus the picture. But I look good. I mean, I've always looked good, but I look good. There's not a pot too much. And that is also thanks to Stacy Robinson at Stay Fit, Stay Jazzy. She's done an excellent job with me and so many others in regards to a healthy eating plan and working out. And I admonish you, as they say, to check her out at Stay Fit, Stay Jazzy. Look her up. Our new website will be up soon, stayfitstayjazzy.com. Alright, so the medicine has been going fine. I've seen many differences in my thought process and concerning that. For instance, if you looked at one of the posts talking about basically things that I thought I couldn't do or wouldn't dream of doing in never a million years, some of those things are different now. I don't look at them the same way. This is in a previous post, but where I work, I have to do rounds, and there's an 18-story building, and what I used to do is ride the elevator up, and walk all the way down because we had to check every floor. Well, I would wait on the elevator just to go to the second floor. My mind would not allow me, it wouldn't allow me to think past how tired I would be, how ridiculous it was, how out of shape I was, and my thought process kept going to that, to where I wouldn't want to do it. I get up to 5 floors and I'm out. But now, on a whim, I'm thinking 18 floors, that's not bad, I can do that, right? So I just did it. Not a whole dissertation, I just did it. So from then on now, I walk up 18 and I walk down 18. And for me, that is mind-boggling, to what the medicine has enabled me to focus to do. And that's what it has done for me, is it helped me focus. And that is a great thing when it comes to me and some of the stuff I have to do. That's just one example, but it's one of the biggest ones that I can show or tell that has some weight that people will see. 18 floors, yeah, 18 floors. So, and now I do that on a daily basis. Walk up, walk down, and the floors, 18 floors, without an issue. I just go up there and I just do it, and it's not a big deal. And that's kind of how my mind is coming together on certain things. Don't feel that overwhelmed when there's time issues. I don't feel lethargic because I'm thinking it's too much to do, and I'm starting to feel it's too much to do. So my body says it's too much to do, and it's just like, oh, shutdown mode. And that was a huge issue with me in so many things. I got so much to do. Hey, I'm taking a nap, you know. And then it just either wouldn't get done or would get just pushed off. But that focus, that ability to focus has changed everything. One of the things when we talked, the second doctor, which is my clinical social worker, we went over the triangle of, you know, thought, behavior, and feelings, and how your thought process, you know, makes your feelings, encourages your feelings, and the feelings, of course, makes your behavior. You know, for instance, how I said about the 18 floors, you know, I used to think, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. It's too much. It's overbearing. I could never walk up that on a constant basis. So I felt like I couldn't. You know, I would feel lethargic. I couldn't do that. My body couldn't do that. That's crazy. I don't care if I lost weight or not. That's crazy. So my thought process, in turn, encouraged my feelings, which in turn encouraged my behavior, which was don't do it. Now, the flip side of that, of course, is my thought process is, hey, ain't too bad, let's do this, let's try it. Which now has encouraged my feelings. I feel, you know, accomplishment for one. It's not an overbearing thing, so it's not a weight that I have to carry when I think, oh, that's going to be so much. You know, so then, of course, it changes my behavior, which is cool because now it's not a big deal. Walking up those stairs or walking long distances or doing something like that, which was really a mental block for me for various other reasons. Now, not a big issue. So those have been the things that have been happening to me on large and small scale. So, and those are great, you know, those are great reports. And basically, this weekend was cool. Medicine was good. We had a good session. But there's always, and I remember somebody telling me this just from the beginning, there's no magic pill. Nothing changes overnight. So, yes, do I have a lot to deal with? Certainly. This week, last week, there was some things I looked at that I'm still doing that it's like, I mean, I know it, I see it, but now I have to correct it. To whereas before, it wasn't a thing that I thought needed to be corrected. Whatever they were. So those are things I have to work on, and those are very, very important, and the process still goes. But I must say this last month was very, 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 very difficult. There are things where, or there were occurrences, I must say, where I found out that, you know, some people that were going to welcome me in this journey is not going to, or, you know, will step away for whatever reasons. There are people who do think it's a magic pill, and magic, you know, once you're medicated or once you're starting therapy, things will instantly change, or what I didn't get a chance to do, I can do now. And that, or those processes or feelings or things coming towards me like that, honestly, well, it was a hard month. Really fought off just stopping the whole thing. Really, I don't want to say necessarily depressed, because that's a whole nother issue, but that comes with, you know, ADHD in the beginning. But I can feel myself really sinking to a point. But the good thing for medicine, the medicine saved the day. No, but I felt myself sinking and saying, and going back to a way of, what am I doing this for if I'm getting some, you know, this or that or whatever. And yes, there have been good responses, but you have to understand, in my mindset in the past, the negative, and probably in some of your lives generally, the negative so outweighs the positive. So that, you know, that started to weigh on me. So it was really bad. I mean, I'm sure you haven't seen me much on Twitter. You haven't seen me much on Facebook. And those are the reasons why I was dealing with some things. But bottom line is, I'm good. You know, my journey still continues. Things will be what they be, how they're going to be, or whatever they're going to be. Because this needs to be done for me. And whomever it affects positively or negatively, then, you know, as I said many times before, you know, let the chips fall where they may. Because I do know if I do stay on course, these little victories that I'm getting are going to become major victories, and the person that, you know, you all once know. Of course, I'm a lovable guy, but you will see a better, you know, a better, more focused, more on point me per se, because of the things I'm doing, and which will make my life so much easier. But that's going to take some time. Hey, this is just the beginning stages. I haven't probably gotten to the crust of some things, but this was a hard one, and I don't want people to think that this process is all peachy and all keen, whether you're an adult or whether you're a child dealing with it. You know, there's bumps in the road. Nothing's perfect. Nothing is 100%, and nothing is that smooth. You're going to have those things, and you're going to have the highs, the lows, and the mids. But the bottom line is to keep your resolve strong. Continue your program. Continue to stay on point, and finish it out. Sometimes it's a lifetime for us. Sometimes it's not. But whatever it is, we have to press forward, as they say, towards the mark of the high calling. Okay, you got to just continue towards that finished goal, and that's my resolve. The bottom line, however bad things may come, that is the bottom line. So that is my brief update. I think it's brief. I don't know. I'll see once I edit this. But I thank you again for stopping by. Continue to stop by. I'm getting back into the swing of things, so you'll see me out there a little bit more on Twitter, and you'll see me out there a little bit more on Facebook. But things are going well. Again, I appreciate all your support. Those of you who have emailed me, those of you I've talked to and seen, I really appreciate you all's support for this process, in this process, and we're all going to get through whatever we're going through. Be encouraged in whatever situation you may have, whatever it may be. I continue to stay strong and be encouraged, and we will all get through this together. So, stop by again. Until then, talk to you later.